Well, hello, everybody. Welcome in. Surprise! Happy Friday. Surprise stream. I felt like going live, so I did so. Welcome in. If you missed my channel announcement a couple days ago, I have gone back into hiatus mode. Basically, live streams are going to be whenever my home streams, my mobile streams um, are not off the table, but they will be fairly random. Um, I'm staying away from Disney because it's really tough to do Disney when it's hot. So I'm waiting until sometime in October when it starts to improve and it's not like, there's actual noticeable relief from the heat. So anyway, that's the announcement that I did a couple of nights ago. And I thought I'd go live alive here. It's a Friday night. It is September the 26th of 2025. And I'm going to be live for about an hour. I know there are several other channels that are live right now, so I am competing with regular streamers. But anyway, I thought I would go live at least for a little bit here. I don't know how long I'll be live. At least maybe 20, 30 minutes just to chat. Um, See who pops in and see what we can get into. I titled it Friday night or Friday evening shenanigans. I don't know where to go from there. So if you're on the replay, let me know in the comments that you watched. And so yeah, um, I do have one friend in the chat, Dave Stragan. Hello. Thanks for popping in. So I'm sure more people will find the stream very shortly. I didn't have any specific ideas um, for the stream. So I did want to just maybe go live and I'll talk about maybe just for a couple minutes. I put up a video yesterday about something I did Wednesday, and that is I went to SeaWorld. I went with my mom. We were uh, guests of family members that are pass holders. And with SeaWorld, you get a certain number of guest passes, and we were invited to go. So I went. So I actually went with, some of you family members, my mom, um, nieces and nephews. It was really neat or niece, I would say one niece and three nephews. Um, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, Dave, it was a lot of fun. And I got enough video. I wasn't looking to, really do a full, vlog. I was thinking at first I might just get some shorts. I do have a couple of shorts that I'll put up on the channel. Um, I'll see if they're, um, I've got at least maybe two shorts that I can put up. I might have three, but anyway, to take video, and then I realized that hey, I might be able to put some kind of a video together, and so I did, and I was able to use some music, some of my AI music. So if you watch that video, or if you watched it, the music that was in there is some of my AI generated music that I've been doing, going crazy with the past couple of months here. I actually looked on the app and I have over 300 tracks of AI music that I have created that I've kept. Um, some pieces I have deleted and gotten rid of um, after I listening to them because something, whatever, it could be anything. Um, Hi Tina, welcome in, and hello to Chuck. Um, but anyway, um, what was I saying? As with, when you're editing a video and certain parts of the video gets cut out, if you decide you don't want it or need it in there, um, certain tracks of the AI music gets deleted. And so I probably deleted another couple hundred tracks. Um, I'd say at least. Um, but I know just today I was doing some work with it, and I ended up deleting. I probably deleted at least a half dozen tracks today, just trying to do stuff and get certain results. And anyway, yeah. So, how is your fall going? I know it seems like the heat is sticking around for a lot of places, especially here in Florida. I don't know if parts of the country are getting fall weather. Um, I haven't checked any forecasts out, um, but Florida is still being Florida, and we will continue to be in our summer heat mode until whenever. Hopefully, sometime in mid October, we start seeing some relief. That's usually when it happens. So I don't know why I thought this year would be any different. Um, Today's high was 93. We do have a little bit of a cool down coming next week. So that looks promising. Next Thursday, we have a high of 83 and a low of 70. Um, well, Tina, I'm looking at, I think this is the weather channel that this app uses on my phone. It just came on my phone on my Samsung. So this is the one I go by, um, just because I don't have to download anything. So yeah, next Thursday. So that may actually late next week. We'll see what Friday's forecast is. And I was waiting for, you know, nicer weather like this before I decided to get back to Disney. So we will see um, late next week, Thursday or Friday. I may sneak down to Disney. I may give you guys a stream next week. Speaking of American and European models and everything, there are a couple of storms. I don't know if you guys have followed the news. I don't think either of them are named yet. Um, there's one more out in the Atlantic that's not expected to come to land, but there's another system that is in the Caribbean. Um, it's going north. It's going to go. They're expecting it to make landfall in the Carolinas area, and I think it's supposed to curve. The last forecast I saw, it's supposed to make landfall and then curve like west. I don't know. I think there's different uh, atmospheric conditions that are they're gonna steer it here or there, depending on where it goes. How's that for an answer? Um, and the system that's out in the further out in the ocean, they have this I forget what the name of it. The fur begins with an F, some kind of an whatever effect that where the two storms kind of interact with each other. They either, you know, they kind of dance and I don't know. The weather, the hurricane version of making out or dancing is kind of how I see it. But so the one video I watched, the meteorologist said that the system in the ocean, which if it gets a name, is going to be Humberto or Umberto, whatever the name is on the list, and then the next name that the system that's looks like it's going to the Carolinas area is would be Imelda, and they're not, especially the Carolinas system is not named yet. It's still just a tropical system, so it's not organized or strengthened, but they're expecting it to develop into like at least a tropical storm. But so anyway, I've been kind of watching that over the last couple of days. So I hope that it doesn't strengthen too much and it doesn't um, go anywhere. So yeah, Humberto, then Imelda. So I guess whatever storm, I don't even know if uh, the first name has been given, but those are the two names. Though if they strengthen and get named, um, we could see. So anyway, we're watching that. Obviously, as time goes on over the weekend, they'll know something. And but anyway, so we're watching that, keeping an eye on that. So yeah, so I did SeaWorld on Wednesday, had a good time, and I'm thinking I will probably next spring when my Disney pass runs out. I'm thinking I'm going to get a SeaWorld pass. I'm not sure about that. Um, I do have my Lou Gardens pass now that I'm going to be going to as well. So I don't know. I might go to get a SeaWorld pass. It was I want to go there a little bit more, just kind of enjoy what they have there. Um, but we'll see. We'll see. I may renew Disney. I don't know about that, but we'll see. I may also go get a zoo pass um, at the zoo, um, and I'd be able to do some things at the zoo up in Sanford, and also the zoo, the Brevard Zoo in Melbourne. That's about an hour drive, but that's probably the next closest zoo, um, that I could go to for like a reciprocal thing, which is nice on the zoo. So I may do that. So we'll see. Um, Julie Durable, welcome in. Yeah, SeaWorld is cheaper, Tina. Lots of shows. I saw the three shows. I saw three shows. I saw, and there's a video of this on, there's footage of this I did. The Dolphin Show, which was probably my favorite. Um, I mean, I liked them all, but the Dolphin Show, we saw the Orca Show, which you also see some clips of on my video. We also went to the Sea Lion show, the Sea Lion Otter Show. I didn't get video there just because I wanted to enjoy the show. Also, I sat like kind of way up. I was kind of following the rest of everybody into the theater, and by the time I got up there, they had found seats down. They had gone down the steps. We went up. The theater goes up the ramp, and you have to climb a hill. I'm a Floridian. I'm not used to hills. I'm just saying. So by the time I got there, I was tired. I didn't want to do any more steps or anything. Um, so I sat at the top, and so I was a little more further away, and it wasn't that, it wasn't the best view for taking video. But I got, dolphin video from inside the underwater viewing. You see some turtles there. And then you see some towards the end of the video, you do see some penguins. We went in the penguin encounter. Let me tell you, um, Tina, I think some of the where you climb to go into the sea lion show, I think that's a pretty high, um, walkable thing. But yeah, let me tell you, the day we were there, it had to have been like, normal Florida, um, low 90s, probably. Low 90s, mid 90s, I don't know. It was hot. And as is with, um, um, what am I saying? As is normal with theme parks. There's a lot of sun there. It's very hot with all the pavement. Um, so we went into the penguin exhibit, and we went into where the penguins are. So naturally, they keep it very cold. So I have to be honest, I was not too cold. It was a welcome because it was a welcome sensation to be surrounded by cold. And they even had a little thing dropping like snow into the exhibit. And you probably see this on the video. I'm not sure if I lingered too much on it, but um, there was a penguin. There was a penguin that was underneath the little pipe that was dripping snow, dropping, snow into the exhibit, and he was just there letting it drop on his head. It was kind of funny. So anyway, I I loved going in there. We also went into the I forget what it's called. The polar whatever it is, the expedition, polar expedition or whatever they're calling it. Um we didn't do the attraction. We went in through the gift shop and we went down the ramp. We went kind of backwards and we looked at the where the walrus and exhibit is, and I'm not sure what else they have in there. We didn't go any further, but they had a walrus there. I think it's a walrus. Um, so I'm in there, and that was really cold. Gloria, welcome in. Jason, welcome in. Yeah, the beluga whales. I don't think we saw beluga whales. For some reason, either the beluga whales weren't swimming or we didn't go that far because I was there with everybody, all the kids and everything. So we might not have even gone to that section. Um, Tina mentioned a couple minutes ago, about that they have turkey legs. I did see a stand where they had the turkey leg sign. So I'm vaguely familiar with at least one spot where they have the turkey legs. Um, I did not get turkey legs though because I was there. I was with the family, the group. So we ate at this. I don't even know the name of the place. It was like a barbecue barbecue type place, and we ate in there. It was air conditioned. So Tina, were the kids cold? I don't think they were. If I don't, I really don't think they were. I think they were probably um, enjoyed the break from the heat, um, like me. Tina, it's one of those things. I'm not familiar with SeaWorld, number one. Even though, and when I saw the turkey leg stand, we had already had lunch. Before that time, we didn't even see, um, the place. Also, me being with the group, I really didn't have time. I'm actually surprised I got the video that I did, um, staying with, the group and going along with, where they are. So yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah. So, I've got ideas of things to go look at, when I go back. We did not go in the aquarium when you're going into the park. You've got the aquarium exhibit there. It's on the right as you're going in. And I saw that on the way out, but my mom and I we were ready to leave. Um, so we left, and but we had a good time. We were there maybe 5 hours. We saw the three shows. We saw a lot of the animal exhibits. They've got manatees, turtles, the turtles in the video. Um, just everything. So we saw a decent amount of everything, and I know we missed stuff. And I'm not a roller coaster person, so I did see the roller coasters going, and so I did. It was a good day. It was a good day. I got to watch, my little niece and three nephews enjoying, having fun in the park, and um, it was a lot of fun. And um, so anyway, that was my SeaWorld day. Lots of fun. I do want to go back, and so, you know, we'll see what happens in the future. Um, we will see what happens. Um, so I'm trying to think what else I've done this week. That's probably the biggest thing that I've done this week. Yesterday, what did I do yesterday? Oh, yesterday I went to Costco. I went to two stores yesterday, which is a lot for me. Normally, when I go shopping, I only go one place, and that's enough for me. I went to Costco and then I went to Sprouts. So I didn't go anywhere today. I've just been here. I went for a walk earlier, but that's it. I didn't drive anywhere and I didn't have any other big plans. Tomorrow, we're having a family birthday party. I've got a lot of family members that have birthdays in September, so we're having a cumulative party for them. So we'll be cleaning tomorrow morning, and then in the late afternoon is when we are having our little shindig with the fam, celebrating all the birthdays. And then Sunday is Sunday, and then we'll see what happens Monday. Of course, we're over the weekend. We are watching still those storms. It doesn't look like there's a possibility that it'll come to the one storm will come into Florida. It does look like it's going up the coast. So I don't know. We may have some outer rain bands from that thing as we go into like I guess Sunday, Monday, kind of a time frame. We'll just have to see. Um, so anyway, yeah, that's Movie Mania Nick. Hello, welcome in. So that's really all I have. I don't know what else you guys want to anything you guys want to talk about, anything you guys want to discuss, any deep philosophical questions you want to ask. Um, go for it. But yeah, welcome in, Movie Mania Nick. Great to have you. Speaking of movies, oh, you're gonna ask me that. Okay, Nick. Speaking of movies, I haven't. There's been a couple movies recently that I kind of wanted to see, and they weren't new. The Sound of Music went into theaters for a limited run. I think that's over with. Toy Story went into theaters for a limited run, and I don't know, that might even be done with, but it's Toy Story's 30th anniversary this year, so that's why it went back into theaters for a little bit. The Sound of Music, it's its 60th anniversary. Um, okay, I see lovely questions. I will get to those in a second. But Back to the Future. You know what? Did I see Back to the Future? I think I've seen Back to the Future. Um, you saw Hamilton. Oh, okay. Um, but yeah, I don't know. The last new movie that I never got to see it in the theater. In fact, I haven't even watched it yet because I got it on the digital. Was the How to Train Your Dragons. How to Train Your Dragon. I wanted to see that in the theater, but it came out earlier in the summer. I was having my allergy or whatever issues with my eyes, so um, it just it didn't work out to go see it. So bummer. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if there's. I'll have to look and see what other new movies are coming out that I actually want to see. I kind of I don't usually like doing the movie theater, um, but I'm kind of thinking I might want to see something in a theater. It might be fun to just do, once in a, as they say, a blue moon. All right, so Movie Mania Nick is asking, how did R2D2 work? Okay, so this is inspired by another stream. If you've heard me talk about D-Town Mary Ellen, she was on the channel a couple weeks back, and she said does a stream on Wednesday nights, Wednesday evenings, and I popped in after she had was they were talking about the Star Wars questions, and I think that's how it went. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nick, but she was asking Star Wars questions apparently earlier on in the stream. I popped in, after that point, and apparently Nick dropped my name because I know a lot about Star Wars. I don't know everything about the universe, about the galaxy, but I enjoy the series and I do know things. And so apparently the 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 question was about R2D2 and the man in it. And so how R2D2 worked, this was at least in the original trilogy. I don't know about I think it still worked. I think it still was like this in the prequel trilogy, but Kenny Baker, I think is his name. He was a man of short stature, of course, big heart, but they recruited him to go inside of the R2D2 um, robot, and he worked the controls from the inside, and um, and did and operated it, and I think that's really cool. And if anyone thinks that's weird, I have an answer for you, but I'll wait till I get that. So that's how R2D2 worked in the as far as behind the scenes on the movies. But of course, in the when you watch the movie, of course, he is a really cool robot. R2D2 is actually my favorite Star Wars character because he is, at least in the 1 through 6, episodes 1 through 6, he is the hero. He is the robot. And everyone else seems to get in some kind of trouble if you think about it. Pretty much everybody, you know, in 1 through 6. But R2D2 is just he's unscathed, basically. Tina asks, if I were a plant, what kind of plant would you be? Ooh, plant. Does that include flowers? I'm going to assume that includes flowers. Um, you know what? Cactus is pretty close. I think I would enjoy being. I think I would either want to be an aloe plant, aloe vera plant, or a rose bush. I think I identify more with a rose bush though, because I obviously have much beauty, but I come with thorns. and you got to be careful. Um, but yeah, probably a rose bush. Jason Thibodeau says, "Do I have tonight's Mega Million winning numbers?" Jason, if I did, no offense to anyone, but I wouldn't be live right now. Just saying. So let me scroll down. Kenny Baker. Yeah, Kenny Baker. Any plan? Dave's Disney Dreams. Welcome in. Great to see you in the chat. Yeah. All right. Dave's Disney Dreams. Hope you're doing well. I haven't been in your chats lately. Um, I'll try to pop in sometime soon. Again. Uh, but yeah, great to have you in. Busy on travel stuff. Oh, that's good. That's good. Um, yeah. So yeah, any other questions you want to ask? Go ahead and do it. I'm actually, I may look to go ahead and wrap up the stream here in a minute. I didn't want to go terribly long. Just kind of wanted to go live for a little bit to chat, see what happening with everybody. Tell you where I haven't been to stream lately is for Christmas. I may actually go there next week. Um, I may not stream though. I may go out there and maybe do a walkthrough of a couple of the houses, maybe. Um, so we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it was great seeing you. Yeah. So guys, again, I am nobody has any questions for me. Um, I think we'll just call it a stream. So again, I am on hiatus. I don't have a regular schedule. It's pretty much, when it catches my fancy, and so I'm just kind of dealing with stuff. I really want to look at my career, getting some kind of income going, some kind of job, do something with myself. I'm working on my physical health. There's even some emotional, mental in there. So I'm just kind of pulled back now for a little bit, for a couple of months, going into like late November. Um, I may look to do have a regular streams, several streams for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then we'll see what happens in the new year um, with the channel. But yeah, there will be streams here and there, both home streams, mobile streams. Um, so there will be more Disney over when Florida gets cooler temperatures, more bearable temperatures. I will be going back to Disney regularly, until um, my pass is going to be blocked out for the second half of December. So I'll probably be taking a break for the second half of December. But until then, I'm going to be going to the Disney parks, Disney Springs. I'm going to do a live stream version of the Christmas tree stroll from Disney Springs. Whenever they get that going, I'm going to do a stream for that. Um, I did a vlog last year. I think it'd be really fun to go there in the morning sometime and do the tree stroll. Uh, T-Town Mary Ellen, welcome in. Robin, I Heart Disney, welcome in. Great to have you guys. I'm kind of, I don't know. Was thinking about signing off, but maybe I'll hang around for a little bit. Um, so yeah, you guys, I don't have to sign off. I can keep going. Um, I just don't, I just had nothing else prepared. So if you have any other burning questions you want to ask me about life, Disney, um, um, go for it. Um, yeah, Robin, I talked a little bit about my SeaWorld visit. I was at SeaWorld earlier this week. That's been a lot of it. I answered a couple of questions from the chat, so it's kind of a I don't really have a lot on the stream, but yeah, you check out the replay and um but yeah, I yeah, any questions, guys? Ask me anything. Anything that oh yeah, Jason. So I have been um oh, Mary Ellen, I kind of already addressed that. Nick was in here, Movie Mania Nick. I don't know if he's still here. But Jason, yeah, I have been starting to put up my music, content from my AI created music over the past week or so. I put up several new videos. There's at least 4 new videos there. Um, Also, the my SeaWorld video, that all that music is my AI music. So that is, if you check that out, there's 4 tracks included on there. It's about a 12-minute video. You have all those are all the music. But yeah, I'm working on the music. Um, oh, editing videos. Awesome, awesome. Um, so so that's great. Glad I could give you some background jibber jabber or background noise. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with my AI app. It's the Suno app. They actually just up a new version of the AI program just released like yesterday. It was at version 4.5 and now they're on version 5. So it's kind of a new iteration of the the programming, or the AI is in a new it's evoluting. Is that a word? It's evoluting. There's been kind of an evolution. When I started with the app back in June, um, they were on version 3.5 and going up to 4 shortly after that. Um, but they over the summer coming up to now, they have evoluted up to version 5, as of yesterday. So it's been great to see. It's been great to see that evolving or evolution. That's what I said. Yeah, so we'll get to see. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it evolutes from here. Um, I've done some music. Speaking of Fort Christmas, kind of out from Fort Christmas, it's historical. Um, so I'm thinking of whatever stroll I do around there or walkthrough of the houses. I've got music that I'll do um, for that. So really, really fun. Evolved, yeah, evolved, evolution, evolving, any of those words. A lot of words you can use for that. Um, well, guys, any questions? Any questions for me? I guess I could go back to the R2D2 question. So I talked about it, Mary Ellen, but there was a guy, there was a guy, um, what I say, he was short in stature, but big in heart, and Kenny Baker was his name. He went inside, he was the perfect size, or the robot, maybe the robot was the perfect size. Anyway, he went inside there and he controlled the movements of the robot, and then that gave us R2D2 in the um, the original trilogy, and I think he came back for the prequel trilogy. Um, so at least 1 through 6. I'm not sure what they did I'm not sure what Disney did with R2D2 because R2 was in. Well, he didn't show up until The Last Jedi, right? But I don't think he was. Because, see, they introduced BB-8, and BB-8's okay, but I'm really an R2 guy. Um, I think, to be honest, see, I'd honestly have to go and watch the movies. We don't see R2D2 as much, but we do see him, and we do meet C3PO. But of course, we their roles are very minimal. They're really just cameos. They're really stars of 1 through 6. Yeah, R2D2. I like C3PO kind of, just because they're kind of a pair, R2 and C3PO. But C3PO is whiny, complaining, and you know, he adds the droids add comic relief to the series. So you've got the Empire and everything, and you've got these two droids and everything, and R2D2 is really, like I said a few minutes ago, R2D2 is the hero of the universe. I don't care what you're gonna say. The Jedi are great. You know, well, C3PO, Nick, I wouldn't say C3PO was totally useless. He, there were some things that he could do. I mean, he did, for example, he was able to communicate with the Ewoks on Endor, and by virtue of him being their deity, um, you know, he kind of made it so in a trap, if you'll remember, uh, he kind of, in a way, rescued, his friends there. And this I'm talking about Return of the Jedi on the Forest Moon. Um, so he, being that C-3PO, you know, ended up being, the Ewoks kind of god, he was kind of able to save his friends in that situation. But he had a use. He did whine and complain. But he did, I mean, he did, there were things that he did. He did play um, a part in the story, definitely. But not as much as R2D2. R2D2 was definitely more useful, um, and just, and R2D2 did not get his mind wiped. You remember at the end of episode 3, um, C3PO had his mind memory wiped there at the end. Um, R2D2, that didn't happen. So R2D2's got the whole story um, of the saga. And so, anyway, yeah. So, anyway, while we're talking about Star Wars, um, Disney put out a trailer for the new that's the Mandalorian and Grogu movie that's coming out. I think it's coming out. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, Nick. I think it's coming out next May, towards the end of May, 22nd, if I'm remembering right. But if that comes to theaters, I will definitely try to go see that in the theaters. It looks very exciting. I enjoyed The Mandalorian. I'm a huge fan of Grogu, not Baby Yoda, Grogu. Um, and I'm looking forward to seeing that, and that's one I would definitely go see in the theater. So, looking forward to that. Um, but yeah, well, that's not out until May, I think. Let me see here. I saved the post the other day. Here we are from May 22nd, 2026. This was posted on Disney D23. Um, so that you can't really see that. Um, you know what? Instagram's got this new button on posts that you can repost them, which I think is great. So I just reposted that Instagram thing, that post there. Um, Looking forward to Spaceballs too. Oh, okay. That sounds fun. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a ton of movies that I'm really ever interested in seeing in the theater, but once in a while there's something out that kind of catches my fancy. But usually when I check out a new movie, I wait till it comes out. If it's a Disney movie, I'll watch it on Disney Plus. I really like the last time there was anything worth it, I actually signed up for Disney Plus. I don't have a a subscription ongoing to Disney Plus because I tend to not watch a lot just having it. So what I'll do is I've signed up. I'll sign up for a month subscription, and I'll watch stuff for a month, and then I'll cancel my subscription again, or I'll whatever terminology they use, pause or whatever. Um, so and that's worked out well. I don't have it perpetually. Um, so probably I might give myself a Disney Plus subscription maybe in December. I'll watch some Christmas stuff. Um, so we'll see. But anyway, so yeah. All right, guys. So if there isn't any last minute burning questions for me, I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping it up. Thank you all for popping in the stream. Oh, that's a good idea, Dave. Yeah, Black Friday, 1 year Disney Plus. If they have a good special where it's a good price, I would sign up for a year of Disney Plus. I really would. And watch stuff here and there. It just depends on the price. So if they have a special, um, yeah, that's a good idea. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, that's I would do that. So anyway, guys, this will do it for the stream. Again, I'm on hiatus. Just keep an eye out for when I will go live again. I'm not sure. It won't be my regular Tuesday and Thursday nights. It might be Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, whenever. Also mobile streams. If the weather's nice, next Thursday or Friday, if it seems like it's going to be nice, you may have a somewhere at Disney World next week. I've got a few ideas that I've had in the queue, if you will. Um, and it's just kind of a matter of me feeling like I want to go out there. I want to go down there. Or I might go back to Lou Gardens. You might have a Lou Gardens stream. So just stay tuned. Thank you guys for your support of the channel. I do appreciate that. And so take care. And I will see you. You will see me. I will see you in chat next time. So bye, everybody. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend.